some leash handling skills that are going to help us with some of our dogs pulling and lunging and all that, and just giving us a little bit better of a handle on our dogs. What I generally see people doing is taking their leash and wrapping it around their hand. This is a really, really easy way to A, get your hand broken, and B, get your hand stuck to your dog at a time that you may not want them to be stuck to you. So I'm going to show you two different variations of a leash lock that we like to use. They're both basically the exact same. It's just based on what's more comfortable for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a little loop in your leash, and you're going to take either your pointer finger or your thumb, and I will show both, and you're going to insert into the little loop, pointer finger, close your hand around it. Now when you've got your hand closed, this leash isn't going to go anywhere until you open your hand and let it run through. Same way, if you want to pull your dog in a little bit closer, you can easily run your hand up the leash and make your leash tighter. So same thing with the thumb, you've got the loop, thumb, close your hand around it. Same thing, this isn't going anywhere unless I open my hand and I want it to go somewhere. Now, personally, I'm fine with handling either, but I definitely like the pointer finger better. A lot of times when I'm walking along, I will just rub my hand up the leash, go like this, and then I've got her a little bit tighter in. Now I do recommend practicing this because especially when we're walking a reactive dog, reeling them in generally indicates that a trigger is coming. So it's basically a trigger to a trigger, so we want to avoid that. So if I'm walking with Chunk here, I can practice letting her all the way loose, and I can just drop it, or I can just keep my leash lock on and easily run up the leash. If I need to run up the leash even more, I can loosen it easily. I'm going to see if I can't get her to move away from me. I'll have her tight, and then I'm going to send her away. My hand is open so she can run, and then tighten her back up. And then at some point, if I want, I can just eliminate the leash lock and let her have her full leash there. So when we are walking a dog, but especially a dog that is a puller or does lunge at triggers, we want to make sure that we aren't walking with the dog, way out ahead of us, arm out ahead of us, body straight. If we need to get into a position where our dog is going to lunge, we definitely want to first employ that leash lock. And then what we can do is we can either put our hand on our belly button, or we can put our hand towards our hip. Either way, we don't want to stand with our feet together. You don't want to just be this straight board. You want to have your feet spread. You generally want to have one in the front of the other. Bend your knees, have your hand locked either here or here. And I generally kind of lean back a little bit as I expect my dog is going to try to go forward more. So I would generally want to kind of do this. This is going to be way more sturdy than if you're standing like this and hoping your dog isn't going to pull you over, because they probably are. Or at least they're going to yank you and you're going to go like this, and that's not going to feel good on your legs after a while of exposure.